Well then, Manchester United taking on Bournemouth this weekend. Saturday early kickoff. Manchester United looking to get back to winning ways in the Premier League. Haven't played a lot of Premier League football lately due to participation in a lot of cup competitions. And we need to start making some ground up on the teams above us. This is the perfect opportunity to do that. We've got on paper a winnable game at home to Bournemouth. Bournemouth aren't performing at their best lately. They've been in some pretty poor form, and Manchester United have been in decent form. But as we've seen quite a few times this season, we haven't always beat these teams. The other goalkeepers out of worldy, and we've squandered chances where we should have put away, missed too many sitters. So we can't take this nowhere near for granted. But with the confidence that we've got from winning the League Cup and the confidence we've got from keep winning past games, getting through the other cup competitions, I think we should go into this in full confidence that Manchester United can get over the line in this game. Because if we can win this game, later on Liverpool play Arsenal, and one of them teams, is at least one, has got to slip up. So potentially, if we win this game, I believe we will be at least, well, we'll probably go up to 5th in the table, because one of them two is going to drop some points at least, which would put us there, which will get us at least away from that 6th position that we've been in for so long now. With them two teams, Arsenal and Liverpool, not performing very well. They've had, well, Liverpool been in horrendous form since 2017, just like Bournemouth, and Arsenal have had a mixed 2017, to be honest. So far, I think it is achievable that Manchester United could potentially finish above both of them. Certainly Liverpool, I believe we will probably finish above. Whether we finish above Arsenal or not, we will have to keep churning out the wins, because they've got to play us at home, and we've still got to play some difficult games. So we will have to wait and see. But going into this game full of confidence, as I say, Bournemouth, I think they've lost the last 6 away games, so they're not in very good form. This is probably the worst form they've had since they've been promoted to the Premier League. So we beat them earlier in the season, 3-1. So hopefully Manchester United can go into this to get a victory. I wouldn't expect Jose Mourinho to make too many changes to the team for this game. I would expect him to keep it pretty much what he has done in recent weeks. We've got some big games coming up though in the Europa League and the FA Cup. We've got the Europa League coming up this week, so we've got to really manage our squad at this point, because we've got Chelsea coming up on the horizon later on, and then we've got the return leg of the game, the Russia game, the game against the Russians. So it is a testing time, but I would expect obviously David Hair to be in goal. Valencia will be at right back. He should go for Blind at left back, because Rojo's just not good enough at left back, and then he can play Jones, Smalling, Rojo, Smalling, whatever he wants to play. It's a good boost that Jones is apparently fit again, because he's been out for a few games, and we didn't want that to get into 6, 7, 8 games. With a lot of games coming up, he is going to at some point have to shuffle the pack in these games, or we will not be challenging on all fronts anymore this season, because we're probably going to burn out, which will be a shame. The midfield will be Carrick, Pogba and Herrera, I would expect. Carrick has been in and out the team lately, but hopefully he'll come back into the team. Mkhitaryan is still out injured, I believe, so probably Juan Mata, Martial with Zlatan up front. I would expect that to be a similar lineup. He may even choose to go for Rashford or Lingard again, but it will be a similar lineup to that. But there, as I say, they're not in very good form, so I'm expecting Manchester United to get the job done, and if we do, we'll be hopefully looking up at the teams getting ready to scrape into that top 4, hopefully. If we can just scrape, what I would like is if Manchester United could just get into that top 4 and cement themselves in that top 4. We don't have to get any harder than that, just to get enough so that we don't have to worry about whether we're going to get top 4. Then we can concentrate on the other cup competitions, but until then we can't really focus, because if we put all our eggs into the basket of the Europa League and we fuck up against the Russians, then we are completely fucked, because if we fucked up the league as well, we will not have Champions League football. Obviously I'd prefer over the two to win the Europa League, but you can't really just say you're going to go out and win the Europa League, because there's some really difficult teams in it. But so if we could just get another 4 or 5 game win streak together, it would be fantastic in the league. That would probably put us in a comfortable position in 4th if we could get a run together, because I can see the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal still dropping points between now and the end of the season. So if we could keep up the run that we've been on, that we haven't really been losing too many games, we've made ourselves really difficult to beat, which is great, because that's what you really want to be. Top teams don't lose lots of games. Okay, we've drawn maybe 3 or 4, probably in the league too many. If we'd had, even if we'd had 2 couple of them draws, like the Burnley one, that one really sticks out, and maybe Hull or one of them other ones at home, then we would be right in that mixer for second or third position. So I'm confident going into this game. Hopefully we can get the job done in this, because we are going to start having some tougher games coming up soon. We've missed that Man City game due to participations in the cup competitions. And we've got Chelsea still to come, we've got Tottenham still to come, so we've got some difficult games to come, so we've got to be winning these type of games. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United. I'm not expecting their goalkeeper to have a worldie. I'm hopeful that he won't. Anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.